Hi everybody, Dan Illman here taking a look at the DRF race of the day for Sunday, November the 13th. It's race number 8 at Del Mar, the $100,000 Betty Grable Stakes for Calbred fillies and mares going 7/8 of a mile. Let's take a peek at this field. Our race of the day coverage is presented by DRF Bets, and please scan the QR code for race of the day access on your mobile devices. The horse they're all going to have to beat is the number 3 Fun to Dream, who looms a heavy favorite, 3 for 4 in her career, already a stakes winner over course and distance, and she goes out for the high percentage connections of Bob Baffert and Juan Hernandez. She also has good tactical speed, which should be very beneficial as we take a look at the Timeform US pace projector. We don't see a lot of pace in this race. Timeform US believes Fun to Dream could make the lead along with Taming the Tigris. I won't be surprised if the one Roman Empress just tries to show good speed from the inside post. She's taking a big step up in class, and it would be a feather in her cap even if she got a stakes placing. Starting things off with Roman Empress, we'll watch her most recent start. Now keep in mind, the horse she's facing in this race, a $12,500 non-winner of 2 Life Claimer, it's a far cry from the horses she's going to be facing on Sunday, competition-wise. She's taking a giant step up in class. She did show good speed in this 2-turn mile. She prompted the pace. She finished a tired third. I expect her to be aggressive from the gate under Drayden Van Dyke, and we'll see how far she can take this field. I think it's just a question of how good she is. We've seen 11 starts from her already. I wonder how much upside is left. The 2 is All Dialed In, and All Dialed In tried turf last time out. Just draw a line through that race. That's not her surface. We'll go back to her start 2 back. This is at Los Alamitos, going 6 furlongs, utilizing the same route to sprint move that she will be using on Sunday. She came from way off the pace in this race, and that's somewhat of a concern leading into the Betty Grable because looking at All Dialed In's form, she doesn't have a lot of early speed. She's a horse that might need a little bit of pace help up front, and according to Timeform US and according to the Cold Dope, it doesn't look like All Dialed In is going to get the right race flow. She was in very good form before the recent freshening. She's now going to have to do this off about a 2.5-month layoff. All Dialed In I still think has some upside potential. She's won her last 2 dirt starts, and I think she'll be running on in the stretch. Here's the horse they're all going to have to beat, the number 3 Fun to Dream. We'll watch her most recent start. First level allowance against Open Company, going a 2-turn mile and a 16th at Santa Anita. She sat very professionally in between horses on the back stretch. She got a seam 3 wide turning for home. Juan Hernandez guided her into the seam, and Fun to Dream did the rest as an odds-on favorite should. She won with an 83 Beyer speed figure. She's lightly raced with so much upside potential, it's fair to say that we probably have yet to see her best start, and as Timeform US indicates, she does have the tactical speed to get close to the pace. She won the Fleet Treat here during the summer meet, going 7/8 of a mile. Just ticks a lot of boxes for Baffert. Big Novel is up next, and Big Novel is going to be coming into this race off a bit of a layoff. We haven't seen her since the Evening Jewel at Santa Anita way back in early April. She finished a rallying third that day. She broke a bit slow from the inside post, fell back, came with a bit of a run. Now, before this layoff, she was very, very consistent. She hit the board in all 8 starts. She won on turf. She won on dirt. She won sprinting. She won going long, and she seems pace adaptable. It'll be interesting to see what we get off the layoff for trainer John Sadler, but you might not want to sleep on this filly because I still think there's more in the tank. She should run well fresh for Sadler. 7/8 of a mile, maybe that's a little bit of a question mark coming off the layoff. It's a tough distance to debut. It's a tough distance to come off the bench. But Big Novel has shown some ability in the past, and she's one of the classier horses in this field. Taming the Tigris completes the bunch, and Taming the Tigris was a winner last time out on turf. We talked about Big Novel's versatility. Taming the Tigris won at Del Mar during the summer in a first-level allowance race where she beat 3 next-out winners. She then tried some nice horses, Awake and Midnight in a race where a potential claim was voided for $40,000 2 starts back, but she got back on the beam last time out on turf, rallying from off of the pace. She does seem tactical, and I like her going 7 furlongs. She has more of a grinding gear. If you go back to that race 3 starts back, in your Formulator past performances, click on the short comment, the video will pop up. You notice that Florent Joux was kind of scrubbing on her, and she didn't have an explosive kick, but it was more of a grinded out kick, where maybe more distance would be helpful for her. 7 furlongs is good for her, tactical speed is good for her, and this outside post position could work where she could be clear of traffic trouble even in this short field. Before we get to my top selections, please click the subscribe button on the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel for all the latest DRFTV video franchises. Top pick time in here, it's just hard to go against Fun to Dream. I just don't have a lot of interest in betting against her. Unfortunately, she's just going to be a very short price. I do think All Dialed In, the number 2, is going to run a little bit better off of the layoff, getting back to a preferred surface, and that route to sprint move has worked well for her in the past. I'm going to go 3, 2, and 5 in the Betty Grable, the feature race at Del Mar on Sunday, and your DRF race of the day presented by DRF Bets. Good luck.